Hey fam, thank you for joining us for this week's segment of Tuesday Seeds. Today we'll be diving into the question, are you willing to walk a different path to get your family and yourself where you need to be? Stay tuned. The other day, I had a chance to actually sit down and watch the 2-hour podcast that everyone is talking about with Katt Williams and Shannon Sharpe. And I must say that there was some very profound things that were said in that interview. The number one thing I picked up was the power of ownership, especially for Black Americans. If you listen with open ears, what you would hear Katt mention over and over again in this interview is that he always bet on himself, even when he had very little to bet with. He was willing to experiment and find out what really worked for him. And once he did find his formula, he simply repeated it over and over again, as any good business person would do. Because Katt was willing to make these sacrifices, he was able to be rewarded by not being controlled by many of the power brokers that others are being controlled by, and being able to live a lifestyle that's most comfortable for him and his family. The other thing that really jumped out at me was that he understood that you simply can't work with everybody. That's just the way it is. People are going to be people. Sometimes there's cliques, sometimes there's gatekeepers. You got to be willing to take a step back and just adjust and keep moving forward, understanding that not everybody is for you. On the flip side, once you do find your tribe, people who are like-minded and will lean into what you're looking to do in a positive way, then you can create a community of positive culture and support one another all the way to the finish line. My final takeaway in this interview is that when status quo is not working for you, it's okay to take a different path, or even better yet, create your own path. I think it's Einstein who once said the definition of insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over again that simply doesn't work for you. So the question is, are you willing to take the path less traveled? Be the exception.